bobbers. Hey, little me, if you're ever watching this, bud, you are my favorite catfish. You are the favorite one I ever caught. Like I said, at least you'll fight for your stupidity. The rest of the people always run, little me. You'll fight right to the bitter end. You know what I mean? There's some hope for you, bud. You'll fight for your stupidity, but you won't fight for your children. But we're gonna get you to the point where you'll fight for your children, bud. But anyways, I wanted to let little me know, like I consider myself a really good people reader, and I can figure out what people can do, or what can do, also what they're doing. So Rocco is kind of still a mystery to me, but Rocco, as little me pointed out, is trying to live Ryan Garcia's story. I didn't even pick up on that. Little me caught up on that. That's pretty good of him. But then I got thinking, because I've always been thinking like, how's this guy so delusional? Why does he make up complete and utter nonsense? And then he speaks about God and stuff like that. But it's the same thing. He tries to ride everybody else's stories. Like that's how it started with Little Payday, wasn't it? Probably wanted to be seen by Ryan. What better way than to show what a good guy he is working with the kids? And you never know. Poor Rocco, trying to live other people's stories. But when you can't fill in what the exact story is, that's where he fails. Or he has to actually explain his story, not just give points. Oh man, I feel sorry for you people who don't get it, who don't understand that the truth is the most important thing in the world because it'll lead you to the love. This is the thing about the Bible. They say it's God's book. How can it be God's book? And if you guys say that Jesus was God, which I don't believe, because he constantly said the Father, yes, he said he was a God. He also said that everybody was a God, and one day they would be just as powerful as him if they just believed in themselves, in the truth. How can that be the book of God? Because it's written through the perspective of man's eyes, not through the man of, like through Jesus's eyes. I think really think about it. Like Jesus sitting there up on the cross, he's probably thinking to himself, wow, all I did was try and tell these people they had the power to make the change. And that these people that are ruling them really don't have the right to be doing it. And well, we can make the change, you know what I mean? We just gotta say no, people, you know what I mean? So he had to look out at that crowd that was whatever, throwing rocks at him and thinking all he wanted to do was freaking help. And that was it. Instead, we come up with the assumptions that he sat there because he wanted to die for our sins. What if Jesus could have been the Jewish Messiah? You know what I mean? They just ended up killing him. You know what I mean? Like, who knows? Maybe he didn't have to die. Maybe God sent him down here for the people to decide. And well, the people always decide to put the truth on a cross, you know what I mean? Especially if they have something to lose. But I think those times are changing. I don't know. Anybody in the chat? What do you want to talk about? Jesus. Like, I don't even think that that was that dude's name. Well, it's definitely Yeshua. No one ever called him Jesus when he was walking the earth. People don't seem to find that odd or weird, but I don't care. If the devil changed his name to Jesus, I'll use it. It's what it means to me. You know what I mean? It's the character. It's not the name, it's the character that he had. I want to be just like him. God tells me to be just like Jesus to the best of my ability. So always tell the truth no matter what. Well, you know, I'm making a video. Like, you don't see that. Yeah, I am kind of talking to myself, but I try and get stuff out. You know what I mean? Like, what don't you get about that? Do you do videos? You trying to make me feel bad or something? Looks like I'm exposing the little jackass explorer. Exposer. You into those Dagburn things? Hey, little me, you're late. I just complimented you. Like, as much as I think you need a lot of work, little me, you, you do you do come up with some good shit. I mean, you figured out Rocco was trying to live fucking Ryan Garcia's life. It's fucking weird, man. It's like the same thing with Upchurch, and then when he gets probed by aliens, and it's fucking like, and you are right about his mother. I'm sorry. You know, you always want to side with the woman, you know what I mean? Her son acts like a clown because she allows her son to act like a clown. You know what I mean? But now she thinks Rocco's doing good in life, and like, I don't know. I was gonna actually start making videos for Rocco again, but and his channel's gone because he's in jail. When they take you away on a 5150 or whatever, they don't take you to the police station, I don't think. Maybe it's different in the States, but it's just a hospital. Like, there are a lot of shit you guys do to him that I very much disagree with. Like the whole grinder thing. Like, what happens if that guy got hurt? What happens if Rocco had a hammer in his hands? You know what I mean? It would have been very funny then. No, but I want to make sure Rocco sees them. You know what I mean? I want to be able to tag him. I don't want to make videos and not him not be able to. But he'll be back Saturday, right? Just in time, like you guys said, for the fight. No, it's not funny to do that shit to him, man. Like, he's got enough problems with that. You guys causing extra ones for him. I don't mind you guys calling out his lies and bullshit because it's so easy. Like, dude, when you just use the truth, you are a funny guy. Like, some of your videos are funny. But it's when you guys start doing ruthless shit that you don't need to. It's like you want to destroy this kid. I want to see him get help. Like he needs help. Maybe he needs to go get a job. Join an MMA gym. I know you don't want him to, little me, but I think that would be good for him because it doesn't matter with the way he is right now. Like he'll use a hammer if he wants to hurt somebody. It doesn't matter. But at least if he had somewhere to put his aggression, you know what I mean? And that way he could learn too. He'd get put in his place pretty fucking quick. You know what I mean? He starts flapping his gums at an MMA gym. They'll purposely give him someone to fucking teach him a lesson. Yeah, I know, man. Like I said, you've shown a lot of fucking douchebag. Like when you hit that old man, like I know you don't understand it because you're not chosen, little me. But when people talk about God the way Rocco does, it pisses me off. How can you talk about God and lie in the same fucking sentence? Like I don't. He wants so desperately to be famous, so desperately for people to love him. Like, does he not realize his kids one day are gonna see his channel? They're gonna look and they're gonna be like, "What was going on with my dad?" Like, I hate to say it because he says he's clean and stuff, but he acts real bizarre. Like he always starts off good in the day. He apologizes all the time. Okay, if you want to listen to Rocco and believe that he's a chosen one, go ahead. I'm not to say that Rocco's when like what I say shouldn't affect Rocco. If Rocco's chosen, that's between him and God, and they'll know it. But I just gotta say by the actions and bullshit and holes in his stories. Listen, the chosen ones have gone through a lot of bullshit. They're a little jackass explorer, like a lot. See, I have the story to back that up. Like, I don't think Rocco does. You know what I mean? Why? What do you think? You guys think you're going to get to vote? You think you guys are going to make it to voting? Hmm? Or do you think this Iran thing's going to go somewhere? You guys watching your money blow up over top of Israel? That's your money. Remember that 6 hostages for 6 hostages, plus you guys being the negotiation masters that you are, gave them an extra 6 billion. Mm. Oh man, maybe I should do those Rockwell videos. They were good. My little creative mind had some good stuff going, but I want to make sure he sees them. Are you guys on like the beat on Cashville train right now? Where's the little family stand on Cashville? Did you guys watch his video on Trash and Tom McDonald? Telling me he's all about the money and e-bagging and hey, listen, this is gonna sound rude and ignorant, but it's the truth. Johnny Cashville has a fucking song called Drugs. that he's probably still making money off of because it's still on YouTube. You think that you'd want to set a better example and you might take that song off, seeing that your brother died because of drugs. But I've also heard Cashville say things like, "Oh, I missed out on that opportunity. I should have. You know, that guy was getting Benzies and stuff. I should like, how could you say that? No, you know what I mean? Like, you think if something like that happened to a family member, you'd never want anything to do with drugs ever again. But I don't know. To each their own. You know what I mean? I'm not a big guy on supporting drug use. You know what I mean? I think it hurts people's brains. Well, I also think when they decide to get clean and stuff like that, I think some of those people end up being the best people. They know what it's like to go through a struggle, go through a hard time, sometimes even search for a higher power to get them through it. And then there's people like Dagburn who just, they say they've never, Johnny Dagburn's never suffered a day in his life. Took the easy way out. Give me the Suboxone. Hey, this way my fucking, I don't think you guys even have to pay for Suboxone if they're on Suboxone. Then they're just feeding their addiction and they don't have to purchase it. I don't know. I don't know how Suboxone works, but I'm guessing there's probably some sort of high with it to make you not wanna. But hey, that's the thing about spiritual awakenings. It's the fucking struggle and the pain and the suffering that you're willing to do to make yourself a better person and to help others. You know what I mean? Johnny Deckburn doesn't know suffering. Like, I bet you there are people that are jealous and pissed off about fucking Dagburn. I would be if I was someone who was working all the time and I'm fucking just struggling to fucking put food on my table and I'm watching that monkey run around fucking fast fooding it all the time. Never worked a day in his fucking life. Doing whatever he wants, and there I am fucking slaving away, fucking worrying about whether my fucking kids can eat next week, and this guy fucking riding the gravy train. You guys think Patty gave him money? I think something's up there. Remember how he said he had an extra 5,000 show up in his bank account or something? Like, how much taxes can you get back if you don't really work that much? You know what I mean? Like, you guys got a weird tax system over there in the USA where Johnny gets big money and the people who work don't. And then he gets Section 8 housing on top of it. Like, I don't know. Like, that's supposed to be there to help people, right? Like, how long's Johnny lived there for? But then again, Johnny's talking about buying a house. Can you buy a house with just one person? Well, he probably got the money now for the injury, right? Do you guys believe that Johnny's injured? Johnny seemed like the type to take something to get ahead. I think Johnny's the type of guy that give ahead to get ahead too. You know what I mean? But those brown pants visions, they were real and they're disgusting. You know what I mean? But hey, Johnny doesn't remember when he was a crackhead. He was probably willing to do anything to get it. And I'm quite sure he wasn't himself. He shouldn't blame himself. He wasn't in the right frame of mind. He did what he had to do to survive, right? What do you think? I know it's exposer. No, I might let him out there. I think little me might enjoy them, maybe. I'll think on it. I'll think on it. You guys can let me know whether they're funny or not. But guys used to like my old Rocco videos. But then little me got his panties all caught in a knot. And I don't know what happened, but he riled the troops in. No, don't worry, little me. I see why people like you. I do. Like I do think if little feller was in trouble and you needed his little me, you'd be right there for him, and for most of the people in your little group. In fact, you'd be with those people whether they held the truth or not. Like if little feller was fibbing, I don't think he'd care. I think he'd still back his play. But who knows? We're all just wounded creatures, right? All just looking for love. But unfortunately, the time has come for us to start to love ourselves, or I don't know what happens, but something big is gonna happen. You're gonna have to pick. I don't know what, like, I think there is like a step up, heaven. I don't know if there's a hell. Because, like I said before, I do believe in reincarnation. But is there like an ending to that? And the filth just gets cut and then we make the next movie? Or, like, the good people, is there actually a new earth? And that's where we go to start over again? And while all the filth just gets to keep reincarnating here, oh, that would be hell. I'm telling you, that's my biggest fear. There is reincarnation. I don't get this done. I gotta come back and try again. Yeah, I think she only gets worse from here, but oh boy, oh boy. What do you guys want to talk about? Huh? Anybody? You guys want to talk about Trump? Let's talk about Trump. I think Trump. Hey, no, actually, you guys want to talk about Ryan Upchurch? Go to his Instagram page. Oh, and check out, he has a post. I think it's like the third one down or something. I don't know. I can't even remember what the picture of is that's has the words. It says something about how he works for Christ and he's put on this earth to go after evil. You guys have to go read it yourself. Sounded like he was trying to say he was chosen, but I don't know. I think I'm delusional and stuff like that, but it kind of like it kind of made it sound like he comes from beyond the stars. He came down here like a chosen one, and he's here to help fight the evil and let you guys know that, well, you should follow yourselves and not idols. You know, just check it out. Let me know. Just tell me if that would lead you to the conclusion that he might be chosen. Plus, there's a bunch of lyrics. If you guys like, I tried telling you guys, I think that kid's chosen. But then again, maybe he's not because he did have the chance. He did come into my comments, but he did say he wanted to talk one on one, and then he did say that. Well, what else did he say? There was four comments, but I think I screwed that up because I came back with something about I want Dagburn to announce the Great Awakening, but no one will ever help me. I wish I could get people to help me convince Dagburn to make a video asking Ryan if he's chosen. And my nightmare. You know what I mean? Like, I just want a simple answer. Yes, he is. No, he's not. He's a different kind of chosen than me. He doesn't like me. He hates me. Okay. I can deal with that. His family hates me. His Aunt Gail hates me. Skylar doesn't like me. And, well, Patty and Ronnie, I've given them plenty of reasons to not like me. But I think they're scumbags, but that's just me. Like, how long do you hold on to a lie for? Like, when do you come clean from a lie? But I might be wrong, right? Kind of person that would write in somebody's comments just to mind fuck them, you know what I mean? I wouldn't be a good person, so maybe there are doubts. Maybe Ryan is the problem. But I don't know. I just don't see it that way. The way I see it right now is that, well, they're horrible, horrible, horrible people, and they have a lot of karma coming their way, and I do feel sorry for them. Completely sorry. Why do humans hold on to lies? Can you answer that, exposer? Why is it so easy for a human to hold on to a lie or someone else's lie that's hurting somebody else? Why is that so easy? We need to unite, exposer. We need to expose all the shitheads. Dick Durbin, where is the Epstein list? Dick Durbin, where is the Epstein list? Why are you not giving us the Epstein list? You know what I mean? It should be constantly at Dick Durbin's door. Hey, Dick, we want to know who was at the island. Hey, Dick, why are you not giving us the list, Dick? Is it because are you being threatened? Can we protect you? How can we get this list out there, Dick? What has to be done to get the list out there? It's been long enough, Dick. Come on. Can we get this done, Dick? But no, all our political leaders are crap. Not just your guys's, our guys's are too. Trust me. And some of them look like sweethearts doing it too. That's the crazy part. We got this guy giving out universal basic lunches over in Manitoba or some, I don't know. One of the provinces, WEF style. You know what I mean? Hey, free lunches for everybody. That way we make sure you're all eating the same. And then, you know, after three quarters of the kids are like, I'm not eating that shit. I'm bringing a lunch anyways. You know what I mean? But it's our politicians. We need to do something. I know you guys aren't the group to do something. You already told me you don't care. You want to see what these 15-minute cities are all about? Well, if it makes grocery shopping easier with a chip in the hand and it'll monitor your health, oh boy, you guys are going to be riding high. It's a great future you selected for yourselves. Do you think they'll go to one user universal language? Like, who do you think's running this show? Do you think we all start speaking German or do we all start speaking Chinese? Who's running this shit show of a world, eh, guys? Huh? Huh? Got your goose stopping boots ready? Oh, man. Who knows? Maybe the world blows up. Maybe because, well, Israel and Iran, and maybe there's nuclear war. Who knows? Don't fear it. I'll just keep doing what I can to try and stop it until it happens. There's nothing I can do if it happens, but I can certainly try and stop until it does happen. You know what I mean? But there's no gangsters out there. There's nobody willing to fight for the truth anymore. Nobody wants to know. Nobody cares. And if they do hear, like, what I mean, like, what is it about the WEF you guys like? What is it about the Who that you guys like? Because they're gonna have the rights to what happens in a pandemic. Hey, if you don't think your people will go against you, hey, look what's going on in Canada. The RCMP does not look like they are our friends. You know what I mean? And then if you got the UN, then these people won't care because they'll have way too much to give up to care about you. You know what I mean? It's a doggy dog world. Like, no wonder. Like, I always get a trickle of people in here, and then all of a sudden, everybody's gone. You know? I mean, they like to hear the good things about themselves, but they don't like to hear the bad. And I'm not saying I'm perfect because I'm not. So I'm just a human being, just like the rest of you. I just try and act better and make sure that I'm not trying to hurt anybody in the process. But if your feelings are getting hurt, there might be a reason for it. You know what I mean? Like Rusty's all caught up in his feelings. I don't like the way you talk to me, Carl. It hurts. Well, Rusty, you gotta talk to me when I was nice. I'm still nice, Rusty. I'm just truthful. That's the thing. And it bothers you guys. Like, who knows? I might be bipolar. Who knows? Or it might be my superpower. I think I'm chosen. I think I went through hell to prove that I am, to make me ready so I can verbally assassinate Justin Trudeau, you know what I mean? I gotta be quick. I gotta know how to handle situations. I gotta be to the point where I can't be beaten, you know what I mean? This is it. This is it. I'm ready, boys. I'm ready for the big time. You just stand back and watch as I change the world with a bunch of others, rainbow warriors. We're the Hopi prophecy. And you guys are going to watch it happen. And you're going to be so ashamed of yourselves when you look back on the way that you've acted and participated in this movie of mine. But the great thing is you can always turn it around. You know what I mean? But the unfortunate part is you might have to suffer to find out who you actually are. But I promise you, if you take that suffering, it will be the best thing that ever happened to you. You can be a brand new man or a brand new woman, all reborn. To live your life and have fun and be sarcastic and be who you want to be, as long as you're not hurting anybody on purpose and you're being truthful. How hard is that? But the truth is that we should be making that future. We should be telling the presidents what we want, not them telling us what they want, and prime ministers. We could change the whole thing. We could tell Trump if that's who you wanted. I think he's chosen what kind of system you want, where you own the banks and the treasonous people. And I think you find that, just my opinion, but Bill Gates and George Soros and Klaus Schwab and Mr. Amazon there, I think you'll find out that they've done a whole lot to hurt the world, and that, well, that wealth transfer should go back to the people. You know what I mean? We could change everything around. I know you guys don't think big like me, but I think it's possible. And I think it's possible by us to finally taking a stand. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get my prime minister or someone to help me so I can have a platform so I can ask him if he would put me on the MAID program himself or explain to me where I'm crazy by thinking that he is pure evil. Just my speculation. There's an NDA with the young girl, and there's rumors of being on the list, the upper list. He's poisoned his people in their bodies, in their minds. I don't want to think this way about someone. But hey, we all got to face the truth, right? And the evidence points me in the direction that my prime minister is very, very evil. And if that's the case, then it should be exposed. And if he's not evil, he could show me where he's not. You know what I mean? And if the people wanted to let him run the show knowing he's evil, I'd rather not be here. Like I said, holy smokes. To watch the stupidity that goes on in the world is, when you're awake, it is mind numbing. The stupidity that goes on and the hatred. Like, I used to be just as bad saying the three-letter word was running Hollywood. We need to stop that. We need names to come out, not just a group, actual names. Make them be responsible for their actions, not the whole group. Those individuals, those people who have done harm. You know what I mean? But none of that's going on. P. Diddy's an anomaly, right? Even your Bible tells you Satan runs the world. He's the one running the world. And you just keep letting him because he's in your brain making you feel comfortable, telling you somehow everything is going to be all right if you just ignore it. Well, there comes a day where if you ignore something long enough, well, it comes to pass. But is this me just manifesting bad things in my head? Should I be just thinking that Bill Gates is not a bad person and all of a sudden he'll become a good person if I just believe it in my head? Because there's spiritual gurus trying to lay that bullshit out on the line. Like, I don't know. Anyways, thank you to the one person who's watching, and it's past my bedtime. I'm gonna go to bed.